NFL Week 2 Anytime Touchdown Props. I'll give you guys my 3 favorite touchdown scorers for Week 2. We'll wrap them up into a plus 502 pay dirt parlay. And I'll also give you guys some long shot options. I'm Steve Seagrave from Sportsmemo.com. I am in action this week. I have a 5% NFL max bet for Sunday. Coming off a nice cash chicken on Thursday night with a 4% play. And we're now on a 14-5 NFL run. I also have a special offer to share with you guys. But for now, if you guys enjoy this content, hit that like button for me if you would. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And drop those anytime touchdown scorers for Week 2 in the comment section. I'll check those plays and respond back to you guys. So nowhere to go up after Week 1. We went 0-3 with our 3 main picks. Gibbs, Chase, CMC all let us down. And Njoku was our official long shot. He let us down as well. The only guy that came through was my extreme long shot, J.J. McCarthy. Finds the end zone at plus 600. But that was just a throw-in play. So officially 0-3 for Week 1, and we lost our long shot. Going to look to right the ship in Week 2 and go back to the well. Now, I said I'd keep it under minus 150 with some exceptions on the season. And this is one of them. Christian McCaffrey, he let us down last week. Minus 175 is a tough pill to swallow. But he's fully healthy. We had that little injury scare last week. Last week, though, he leads San Francisco in rushing attempts, 22. Rushing yards, 69. And receptions, 9 receptions, and he recorded 73 receiving yards. He didn't find the end zone, obviously. But now he's one of the few healthy options on the team. Brock Purdy listed as doubtful. I don't see him playing this week. Kittle on the IR. They got multiple injuries on this offense right now. They're going to need to lean heavily on CMC in Week 2. And this is a great option here against New Orleans, a team that allowed the most running back rushing touchdowns last season with 18. Last week, Connor scored and it was through the air, but we know CMC can get the job done that way as well. I see a big workload for him again this week. He seems to be fully healthy. He's going to be on the fast track. It's worth the juice is worth the squeeze, in my opinion, on this one. So he'll be our first play for Week 2. Number 2 on the list, Achane, minus 110 over at DK. It was a dreadful week for the Dolphins, but he scored their only touchdown, 75 all-purpose yards, 7 carries, 3 receptions. Not a ton of work, but I think he gets a lot more this week. Last week, he accounted for 36% of the Dolphins' total yardage, 32%, of their touches. And then last week, we saw the Raiders score in both of their red area drives against New England. Ashton Genty found the end zone on the ground. The Patriots allowed the 6th most yards per play in that game, 6.27 yards per play. That was the 6th most in the NFL last week. And last season, 2nd most running back touchdowns through the air with 7. Achane can get it done with a reception on this one. I can see that being how this one goes down, as he scored against them in his last head-to-head game against them through the air last season. So I'm going Achane here, number 2 at minus 110. And then number 3, we're going to go to a receiver here, CD Lamb, plus 100 at DK. He had a big week, but he did have a bunch of drops. And then we've heard of him getting some extra looks, some extra work in to make up for those drop passes that he had. But he still had a big week. He caught 7 of 13 targets for 110 yards. He didn't find the end zone, but he did find the end zone last season in his only game against the Giants with Dak Prescott on the field way back in Week 4. The Giants did get carved up on the ground against the Commanders, but they had success through the air as well. Deebo Samuel got a ton of work. He did score. That was on the ground. The potential's there for Lamb to do that as well. But he's a very similar player to Deebo Samuel as far as just being a slot receiver like that. And we saw Samuel have plenty of success through the air. I think Lamb is going to be anxious here to take advantage of this Giants team. I think the Cowboys win big, and I think Lamb finds the end zone on the fast track over at Cherry World. So we wrap up our 3 favorite plays for the week: Lamb, CMC, and Achane for plus 502 on our pay dirt parlay. For our long shot, we're going to go to another tight end, and we're going to be looking at Juwan Johnson here from the Saints at plus 310 at DK. Similar to Lamb, he had a big week. He caught 8 of 11 targets for 76 yards against Arizona. He didn't score, but he had some key drops that ultimately maybe cost his team the game in that one, similar to CD Lamb. So I see Johnson being anxious to right the ship this week in week 2. He was second on the team in target share, 26.8%. It was really him and Olave that got the majority of the looks. It's a great safety blanket for this rookie quarterback, Spencer Rattler. And this San Francisco defense has regressed a little bit. So we're going to look to Juwan Johnson here as our official long shot at plus 310. Our extreme long shot, we're going right back to the well, plus 424. J.J. McCarthy. He scored for us as our extreme long shot in week 1 on a designed run. He only had 2 carries for 25 yards, though I see the potential for more, as it looks like the Vikings are going to utilize his running ability, and they found their offense a little bit towards the end of the game against the Bears. I could see him having some more tuck and runs after he looks for his first read. It isn't there, so he tucks and runs. And then the Bucs scored on their only red zone drive against the Falcons in week 1. If the Vikings get in the red zone, I could see McCarthy breaking one here for a touchdown. So that'll be our extreme long shot, just an additional long shot look for you guys. But our official plays: Achane, CMC, CD Lamb. Our official long shot is Juwan Johnson plus 310. Like I said, you wrap up the top 3 choices, plus 502 pay dirt parlay. And that's it for this week's video. Guys, check out the Weekend Warrior Pass that we're running right now over at Sportsmemo. You get all of our football action, college and NFL, for Saturday and Sunday for $49. And then we're throwing in any Monday Night Football plays to boot. That includes all plays in both sports, including 5% plays. I have a 4% college football play of the week if you're watching this before Saturday. 5% NFL max bet with some additional plays on the card as well in the NFL. I will be in action for Monday Night Football as well. So right now you can get all of my football, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday Night Football, $49, smoking deal over at Sportsmemo. And like I said, dating back to last postseason, we're now on a 14-5 NFL run after cashing our Thursday Night Football play of the week. So I'd encourage you guys to go check that out. My page is always linked in the pinned comment, always posting free content over at sportsmemo.com, as well as at X at StevesBook22. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope we go 3-3, including our long shot, make it 4 of 4, including our extreme long shot, make it 5 of 5. Anyway, good luck, guys, and I'll see you next time for week 3. Good luck.